Hey guys, how's it going? Ruben here from the Midnight Garage. So a friend just dropped off a set of his Honda Civic headlights and he wanted me to black house them. And I figured as I'm doing them anyways, I might as well make them, right? That's for you guys, right? So let's do that. The good thing is that you don't need that much tools to actually make your own black housing headlights. The most important thing are flathead screwdrivers, and in some models, for example the Civic EKs and DC2s, they have either Torx or Phillips head screwdrivers, and you can use that to take off the trim pieces on the inside of the lens. Now you also obviously need spray paint. Now I'm going for flat black, but well, yeah, you can basically use any color. You want it pink, paint it pink. You want whatever color, just buy it and paint it that color. Finally, you need a heat gun. You can also use a hairdryer, but if you do that, it just takes a bit longer. You can also put everything in the oven, by the way, if you want to use that. I'll post the temperatures and the times you need to put them in here on the screen. But I prefer to use a heat gun because I don't really want to put headlights where I make my food. And these are the headlights I will be doing today. These are from a Civic EG model. Now, it doesn't really matter if you have a different car because the method I'm using is pretty much the same for any headlight. I've done these for Supras, for Skylines, pretty much any Honda model, and the outcome is pretty much the same. The only difference between lights is that you either have glass or plastic headlights. These are glass, and that means I can use more heat and it's easier. If you have plastic headlights, then use less heat and take a bit longer, because you might melt the lens of your car and then you ruin pretty much your headlights, and you don't want that. The first step is to take these pieces off, which is really easy. Just use a flathead screwdriver and you can easily take them off. And now I need to heat up the light. You need to heat it up across this edge. And once you've done that, after roughly 5 minutes, you usually can take the glass off. Now the way I do it, I usually have my heat gun and I'll go across the edge like this. And I keep doing that with the heat gun for about 5 minutes, and usually then it's warm enough so I can take the glass off right away. When you do this for the first time, always use the lowest setting. If that doesn't work, just go up one setting. Don't go up to the highest setting right away, because you will probably mess everything up. 5 minutes are up. Let's see how far we can get. We just have a screwdriver and I put it in between here. I hope you can see this. And now it's loose. Ta-da! And that's the headlight without the glass. Now there's a bit of sealant that came on the lens that I have to clean off, and then I need to prep everything for paint and mask everything, and then I'll get ready to paint it. Alright, the lens is clean. Now this bit you need to stay out of because that will affect your beam. This part you can paint if you want, but you cannot paint the inside from there because that will also affect your beam. But pretty much all the outside, that's all fair game, and you can paint it any color you like and it will not affect the beam and the functionality of the light.
12 seconds later.
Alright, all masked off. I want the trim painted and I want that centerpiece painted, and the rest I don't want to have painted, so that's all masked off. When I black house headlights, I usually use 2 or 3 layers of plastic primer, 5 layers of paint and 2 layers of clear coat. Alright, that should do it. Time to take off the tape and put everything back together. Everything's all painted. Now I just need to put some sealant around here, heat everything up and put everything back together again. There we have it. One black house headlight. It took me only a couple of hours. You can do this in an afternoon or in the evening or in the weekend maybe. It doesn't cost you that much money. Pretty much the only cost you have is the spray paint, which maybe costs $10 max. And that's about it. It's a nice way to give your car a whole different look for not a lot of money. So I hope you liked it. Leave a like if you did. And subscribe if you want to see more of these how-tos. And then we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.